All right, guys. So I have, I'm not going to be there today. So I have some notes for you. You're going to take three papers, you're going to glue them in. The first paper is going to be this one because we're going to be talking about hemispheres. So we're going to glue this on. I want to say, I think you're starting on page 27. All right, so you're going to glue this paper on. Then we're going to do this one that says the equator and the hemispheres. So it's going to look like this. All right. And then the next one we're going to glue on is the poles and the hemispheres. All right, so that'll be the next one. So you have three papers that you're going to be gluing on. I don't know why that one gets big. It's just weird. All right, so the three papers, you're going to glue them on. So first one is this, then the equator and the hemispheres, and then the next one is the poles and the hemispheres. All right, so you're going to glue those three on. You're going to pause the video as soon as all those are glued in. Then we're going to do some notes. All right, so if I look up here, I have my image. All right, so I have my image of where the land is, the water, the different hemispheres, and then there's a couple of things that we have to write in here. Now I'm going to do my best because I don't have a pen tool or stylus for this. All right, but we're going to start labeling the hemispheres. So this up here, this is the northern hemisphere. All right, so I'm going to try my best to write northern. This is not going to work. All right, so this is the northern hemisphere here. All right, so we have northern hemisphere. I'm not going to attempt to write the word hemisphere out. I'm just going to do this. All right, so I have northern hemisphere. All right, if that's the northern hemisphere, this part right here, that would be the North Pole. Okay, on this picture. Maybe if I write in script, it's a little better. Not bad. This down here would be the South Pole. Okay, I think I write better in script here, so I might just have to do that. Oh, Southern Hemisphere. I said South Pole, Southern Hemisphere. Sorry. All right, so this is your Southern Hemisphere. And down here, at that point, that would be your South Pole. Okay, perfect. All right. Now one of the key things that we're going to talk about is, what does this look like? What is it supposed to look like? So we have Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. All right. In here, this is where the line for the equator would be. So in this space here, you're going to write the word the equator. The equator is the separation line between the northern and southern hemispheres. All right. So that's going to be 0 degrees. That's where all of this is going to start. So this is going to be 0 degrees is the value that we give for that. When we go up to the poles, they go up to a value of 90 degrees. All right, so we have two 90-degree values here, one for the North Pole, one for the South Pole. All right, so we have that. So we have that picture. All right, and then we're going to go over here. This is our second picture. So this is going to now show me my two other hemispheres. So here we are. New York's, if I could draw an X for New York is maybe like there, because that's where Long Island is. It's really not to scale at all, but about there. All right. So we live in the northern hemisphere. Then we have another section over here. Now, the globe is split into two different hemispheres, okay? I don't know how this is going to come out because I'm going to try to write the word prime meridian. I'm writing it this way just to show you the way that the lines run. All right, so this is your prime meridian. Okay, P-R-I-M-E, meridian, M-E-R-I D. Ooh, that's a D. Meridian. I-A-N. Okay, my emails are popping up there. I don't know why. Delete. Okay, so that's a prime meridian. Okay, so if that's a prime meridian, all right, over here, this is the hemisphere we live in. So you can see where here's part of Africa. All right, Africa is in all four hemispheres. Here's Africa in the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, western hemisphere, eastern hemisphere. All right, this is part of South America, so that's the part that's over here. Um, we are in the western hemisphere. All right, here we just kind of show you more of the eastern, but on this side, I guess I'll put it here, guys. All right, western. Oh, that was horrible. Can I erase that at all? Oh no, I didn't mean to erase it all. It's okay. All right, so this is your western hemisphere. All right, because now we have some more room. All right, I didn't know that was going to erase everything. Okay, this is your western hemisphere. And then this is your eastern hemisphere. I know you hear my keyboard clicking each time. All right, this is the eastern hemisphere. All right. So the poles would still be on here. They would be located here and here. All right. That's where all of our longitude lines are going to measure. The value goes up to 180 degrees, which we're going to do later. Also, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to put pictures up to show you, you know, what it would look like all shaded in. So right now we're just doing notes, and then you're going to do some coloring in later. All right, so northern hemisphere is here, southern, western, eastern. You have to remember that when the prime meridian's right here, you're not going to write this because you're going to color it over, but it spells the word we, just like with the compass. All right, so we live in the western part. The places east of us, meaning countries that are east of the United States, all right, those ones are going to be in the eastern hemisphere. All right, so we have that part done. Okay, no, I can't get out, really? Okay, so let's go to the next picture for the poles and the hemispheres. And it says, just like the Earth is divided into northern and southern halves of the equator, it's also divided into east and west halves by the imaginary line running from the North Pole to the South Pole. The line divides the Earth into eastern and western hemispheres. So, with this picture, one thing that I do not like and I just want you to change is that this part of Africa here is indeed in the Western Hemisphere. They kind of just took the picture, but part of the Earth, all right, and if I kind of draw, oh, I don't want that. Oh, I want the drawing tool. I gotta go find it. Hold on. Where's my drawing tool? Oh well, I'll have to use it up here, I guess. Part of, let's do blue. All right, part of this here, like the lines curve. So, huh, weird. I want to color green. Can I write now? I guess not. All right, I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one. Okay, so like I was saying before, part of amazing part part of this it cuts through here. Okay, but this kind of shows you where continents are. All right, Antarctica is on all the continents. Australia is only in the eastern hemisphere. Asia is only in there. Part of Europe would be Western Hemisphere, so part of England. I guess maybe not Europe, but England up here. Part of it's in the Western. And part of Africa. This part of Europe's in the Eastern Hemisphere. All right, so what it's going to ask you to do here is color the Western Hemisphere a light color. So you guys have your crayons there. Color the Eastern Hemisphere a different color. Tell me the continents that are in the Western Hemisphere. Name the continents in the Eastern Hemisphere. Name the continent that is in both of them. Okay, so based on our conversations as well, there's going to be more than one answer to that question. All right. And then we have this one for the equator and the hemispheres. Okay, so for this, says the Earth is divided into two parts by an imaginary line called the equator. So this is a definition line, or definition. All right, so I would take a highlighter or a color pencil, highlight this. The part of the Earth that is north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. The part of the Earth that is south of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. All right, a sphere is a globe or other ball shape. The Earth is a sphere. A hemisphere is half of a sphere. All of these things, all of this here is very important because this is your vocabulary. All right, so the word hemisphere, southern hemisphere, northern, equator, and sphere. So either highlight them, star them, maybe you want to rewrite them over here. And this as well is also a key point. All right, the equator is like an imaginary cut that divides the sphere of the earth into two half spheres or hemispheres. All right, so we have the equator right here, similar to what we did before, and then here everything is listed. All right, so what I want you to do is highlight these words, um, then follow these directions as far as what to do for this map. So you have the three maps that you're going to color in. I'm gonna take a picture of what I want done on the first page, because some of you kind of mess up what you're looking at. You don't get it entirely. So I'm going to color it in and then I'm just gonna post it on the website. All right, guys, see you later. Here's the last picture, just to kind of show you where the land is and then where the water is. So I just did this real quick. You can make yours look nicer. And then I forgot to color in Cuba and DR and all those places here. So just make sure you color this in. I did it after the fact. All right. But some kids have a problem realizing what's land and what's water. So you can leave this up when you guys color in that first page. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.